against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will put total weather to crank us up. Football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's hard to find a play. Days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'd say from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Snags it over the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Snap it to the back. Running to Green. There he goes. Scorched that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They've got it again on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together. Really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. Fighting off the defender. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Longhorns are on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Going to swing it on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's quick. There's the pressure. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. To the end zone, and it's picked off. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
There he goes. The 30. At the 20. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Gets the back moving. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him next.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Sails one into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David. Trying to beat the D deep. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He fires one deep over the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. It intended...
It's a fumble on the play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He wants to take the top off. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
Oh, he's got some space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Trying to do it on the ground. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Flushed out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. First down for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 17 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle. It's quick.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Finding an escape route. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They'll run the screen. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Steps away to find some room. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They'll send the back in motion. The snap sets up to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. Looking to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The give from the gun. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch on the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Looking to throw again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it on the left. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football.
And he'll finish the line and the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to take off. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes looking to convert on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. It's complete on the right side. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there, and the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Texas offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that lap.
Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against.
Breaks into the open. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Avery. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back.
Makes the grab on the big throw. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. The quick out. Open space at the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the handoff. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Longhorns backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Hands it off. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. DB's right up on the receivers. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap. It's quick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea of handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
On the direct snap. It's quick. Buys a little time with his feet. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits those uprights right in half. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Wisconsin is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been jumping around since the first whistle. They're up by 17 over Washington. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead. Multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Offensive line has got to do a better job of communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense. There he goes. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Offense, quick tempo.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensive.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Makes the grab. It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're in command. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got his man to the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Here comes the heat. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. It's complete to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Here we go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Bounced off his feet. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Looking downfield on first down. He makes a catch. And that is how